it is a wildlife sanctuary, but I think what Christina's trying to do with it, it's more than that. It's a way to get the people of this immediate area involved in things, and especially to pull the kids in not such a good situation out of it. It's more of I would almost call it a therapy place. There's a lot of healing that happens here, especially with the younger ones, and if you get into the early teens, there's a lot of healing that goes on with them, just because of the environment that they've been in, the environment that they've been pulled out of to come here. And whenever you're working with animals, it tends to take the stress off life.
You want sunshine then?
Yeah.
Sunshine's been on a diet.
Oh, good girl.
If you notice, she's kind of a darker color than the plain white one. She's called the Perlino. Once you get so bad in the summertime, we will kind of sprinkle her on in their pasture. That's all we can do with her. She's a sweetie though. The person who had been a member of a team when I went to Habitat for Humanity became a leader the next year, and she found out about Sunshine. She was really interested in working with horses. And so when Katie and I became leaders, we knew we wanted to do something centered around animal welfare. So we contacted a couple different places in Washington, California, Canada, and Sunshine just ended up working out as a really awesome place for us to visit, and somewhere where they really needed volunteers, and we knew we could get a good week's worth of hard work out of it.
Okay, you ready? Good girl. You're too good. All by yourself. When she gets to you, grab a hold of it.
I work at the university, and I was told about this opportunity, and I especially liked this one because I actually worked at an elephant resort in Thailand and where I've used elephants, and just having the opportunity to be around such amazing animals was so inspiring. So I thought this would be another opportunity because I've never actually worked with horses, and it's really challenging for me at first. They're really big, have really big teeth. So yeah, it was great, but once you start working with them, you just kind of realize this is really important work, and the lessons you learned with the horses, what it takes to actually take care of them. Like we talked about last night, compassion, love, discipline, patience. If you could apply what it takes to take care of a horse in your own life, you do become a better person. So just that whole experience made it really worthwhile for me, and I didn't know that's what I'd receive when I first got here, but it definitely made the trip worthwhile.
Feet forward. Okay, good job. All right, Sunshine, let's do this.
Richard!
Yesterday was his first day on the field.
Oh.
Just going to tell you no. You can make a little kissing noise at her. Or that'll work. Well, you look pretty relaxed to me. That kind of is really good. I've been here 8 or 9 years, and I was a rescue, just like one of the rescue horses or any of the rescue kids. I was living in a bad, abusive situation, an answer to ad in the paper about riding with the wind and feeling the wind in my hair, and came down here, and I had some injuries that prevented me from riding with the wind in my hair, but Christina decided that I could do other things here.
This is Brittany. She just comes out on Saturdays or Sundays and volunteers.
Yeah.
She helps me muck stalls, and she stays out of trouble, and she loves on horses. We haven't gotten Buffy out because she's kind of Ashley's project. So Ashley kind of trains her. She says, but I like you a lot. Maybe you could brush and groom me when Ashley. Ashley lives clear down in San Diego, so she can't come but every few months.
Helped me a lot. I probably wouldn't be here today if the sanctuary weren't here. It's kind of a troubled teenager. Started coming out here when I was around 13 or so and haven't stopped. We've got our sunshine rules to abide by, and I know it's definitely saved a lot of teenagers.
Buffy, here. Buffy, here.
What's your dog's name, John? Albert?
He doesn't say much.
I'm the son/treasurer, and I just support everything that goes on in decisions. Like, I can't afford to get my son a horse, but when they want a horse, you just say, oh, I know a place to go.
Well, some of the first Sunshine kids rode your horse. I kept your horse until you were 25.
That sounds really good.
Oh, you need it, you need it.
Hold on to this. There we go. You're so good.
We've done equine assisted mentoring and therapy for the last few years, and we've had some real successful cases. Some kids that you thought you would think could never be helped, they were just beyond. And we've seen kids that have come out the other end glowing, and it's worth every minute.
He just needs a little encouragement. Big smile, darling. Whoops. Everything except your head in that one. Well. Leave my ears alone, Ma. Oh, no. This is good cheese. Oh. This is Sunshine out there.
It means my family, my friends, my horse, my family pretty much. Everyone's like my family here.
Let the kids play with her.
Yeah, get off.
She needs some grooming. She's a little overdue and dirty.
You can play with it while you're here.
You get to hang out with horses that are extinct and you can't get them anywhere else.
This is a boy that Jacob has had a little issue with, and so we're really concentrating on getting his relationship back with the horse. That's why I keep telling him to be slow and gentle, because he had an issue with jerking his head. And he's trying to teach his friend how to act.
And what I'm trying to do right now is we're trying to rebuild our relationship.
Help Ashley. And then in a minute I'm going to have you help her with the remember what we did yesterday? Everybody's
I started coming out here when I was a freshman in high school. I was trying to find volunteer opportunities and stuff for when my dad came up on the weekends from San Jose. So I saw an ad in the newspaper, I think it was so long ago, I don't remember. And so my cousin and I started coming out here about 13 years ago, 12, 13 years ago. And we started taking lessons on riding and learning about horses because neither of us had ever been around them. We both grew up in San Jose. And then my dad actually started riding horses, and I got more into like the computer stuff and helping her in the office and just being around the horses, and helping my dad ride mostly. It helps people like bond, like families bond. It's a good experience to do with your kids. It brings you a lot closer together. Like I was a lot closer with my dad after coming out here with him because I only saw him on the weekends. And then bringing my daughter out here now, like it's our like special time, like it's a special treat. So it's good. We both learn together about the horses. I'm still learning.
Feel good, huh? You like that, huh?
There's a lot of other kind of breeds in the world, but what I'm learning is these are a group of colonial Spanish horses. They originated on the Iberian Peninsula of Spain, and where they're now extinct, and they're extinct in the rest of the world, except for the group that the kids and I have saved. Oh, they were on Santa Cruz Island, where it wasn't fair that they had to get kicked off of their birth spot, their parents. And so I was very dedicated to the wild herd. Yes. Now, that's a mare chasing a gelding. Interesting.
That's Delta right there, then Montero. They're both sisters. They're pushing the gelding Jasper out of the herd. Is that Jasper? Yep.
So I was very dedicated to the wild horses that came off the island because I felt like it was a little unfair for them to be displaced from where they were born and their ancestors were born. So 200 years is kind of a long time to be calling a place home and then just get booted off. Whether or not there were good reasons, it just seemed a little unfair for the horses themselves. It's good to show the children stuff and how wonderful they are, but they're still a breed of horse. The scientists have come out from the East Coast and looked at these guys, look at him, and made sure before they registered them and documented them and written up about them, but they wanted to see them to be doubly sure. And so they have these A-frame chests to where, and they have different kind of gaits where they can have more foot on the ground at any given time and cover more ground, more uneven ground. So where a big, stout quarter horse or thoroughbred with a big, boxy chest might be able to have longer legs and go faster on flat ground, these guys can cut corners and go up the hills and through the valleys and be in the rough terrain. And there's a little nature going on. Hey, you shouldn't have put that there. That was my spot. Let them run wild a little bit like this, and then gentle some down to interact with kids because they're so good with kids. They're just so intuitive. Hi, baby girl. What's happening, honey? Done it.
She's not going to let
Done
you
it.
go.
Okay, everybody, come on.